sorry. Did you go mute? Hi. Okay, so J. Ross, first of all, hi everybody. Welcome to our special edition double header of
You know
our
what you call it?
What? That's what we call it. I'm finding out one-on-one. Look, with our panelists from this upcoming town hall. Mr. J. Ross TV himself, J. Ross, my friend, who almost I thought wasn't gonna be my friend today, but he's still my friend. J. Ross, listen, we ain't here together. Why the mask? Why can't we see your face? You got
I
people.
got, I got, I got people in the studio.
Okay, then there you go. He famous,
Yeah.
y'all.
No,
He
I ain't
famous.
famous, y'all. But I got people in the studio, and with the COVID thing, I ain't taking no chances. So y'all
None.
forgive me for the mask, but some of y'all might not know I was in the hospital with COVID, and I'm not going back if God permits. So I'm gonna do everything I can that's smart.
As you
So
should.
yeah.
Tell
So
people
what's
that's
going
real.
on?
Look, as they would say, slow motion, but it's never slow. It's never
Yeah.
slow. We want to talk to you today just about really some of the things that we won't be able to dig into on Saturday because we'll have such a broad panel. So I like to do the one-on-one so we can get to know our panelists, what they're doing outside of our general discussion. So tell us, don't play. Not on my
I'm kidding.
show.
I'm kidding,
My
y'all.
show
I'm just kidding.
is family
Hold on.
friendly,
But let me tell y'all
Christian.
something. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know why Melva invited me on this show because she knew I was gonna act a fool. And hell, before the show you start, y'all. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Melva, y'all. Melva is the coolest, sweetest, nicest person that you can know. Always open hearted and willing to help people. And she also my lunch road dog, y'all. So yeah, Melva, congratulations on your show, and hey, I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. Now, look, I love that. I love that. That's why I had you on here so you could pump me up. I needed to feel better about myself right quick. So I decided to have you on the show. I figured you'd give me a bunch of compliments. And then
Nah, you good, dog.
I can leave here feeling better. This is my road dog. For those that don't know, I try to people think I'm popular, J Ross, but my circle is tight, 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 tight.
That's right.
And
Yes, it
so
is.
J Ross is one of the ones in my circle. And I enjoy you. Look, our lunches always turn into pray for us. Just keep us lifted. That's all
You
I'm
ain't
saying.
kidding.
Keep your
You
hands
know,
our way. But it's
but
fun.
another thing too, y'all. When I was sick, when I had COVID, hey, Melva was right there. I mean, just always encouraging, always showing me love, calling me, and making me laugh and stuff like that, man. So I am super, uber duper proud to have her as my friend.
Thank you.
You
We
know,
used to take care of little James. We
that's
look,
right, my
sister,
little son.
little lunch money, look, cause we family. We family. He's like, pay
Yeah.
my never. Listen, you gotta. We are family. So J. Ross, tell
Okay.
us about J. Ross TV for maybe the one person who lived under a rock, uh, that don't know who J. Ross is and what J. Ross TV is. Tell us what that is. Who's J.
All
Ross
right.
TV?
All right. J. Ross TV was started about 14 years ago. It was started on a humbug. I used to practice in the studio on bass guitar. I used to film myself. And people would be like, "Hey man, you suck, man. You terrible." I'd be like, "Yes, sir." But I got thick skin, y'all. So, and plus everything to me is a challenge. I mean, everything. So I remember one day we were hanging out at the pastor's house, Pastor Levi King, and his son Levi, Two King Jr., and Baby Al. And I was telling them we were shooting pool. I was like, you know what, man? I'm gonna start filming other musicians, man. Because I love music. When I used to go to the concerts to see my favorite group, Earth, Wind, and Fire, or I ain't finna act all super holy, y'all, because I love Earth, Wind, and Fire and Paula. But
we
yeah,
all do.
so I used to go to the show. I used to always wonder who are the musicians. The lead singer and everybody always get the props, but you never knew who the band was, and I was intrigued with that. So when I started J. Ross TV, I said, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna highlight the main artist. I'm gonna highlight the musicians in the background and make sure they get love. So just over the course of time and putting in work, you have to put in work, kissing a lot of butt, y'all. You have to kiss a lot of butt because, like people say, man, I'm not gonna do that. But you do it on your job. If you want a promotion, you stay longer. Hey, when the boss walk by, you act like you're writing faster and typing faster. You just doing what you can. So, but that's where it came from. Just an ability to want to show the people in the background some love. You know,
Nice.
yeah.
And now, how
What
many
else?
viewers? How many videos later is there? How many
Oh
followers?
man,
How
that's
many?
8,000 videos later.
Wow.
14,800,000 viewers later, and
Wow.
and praising God.
Yeah.
Just praising God because like some people have like direction and dreams and things like that. I had a dream, but it wasn't this. I wanted to be the cat on the main stage jamming. Then all the girls screaming and all that kind of stuff. You know how you dream when you're growing up, but God took me in another direction, and I thank Him for it because man, this opportunity has opened up so many doors. And I'm gonna tell you something too, man, about cats who follow their dreams. Learn how to pivot. Things don't go the way you plan. Never. Well, for me anyway. I'm only gonna speak for me. No matter what I planned, they never went the way I thought. But when the opportunity came, I pivot and I made the pivot beneficial to what I was trying to go. And then the main thing for like things, what I do is networking. You have to have the ability to network, and that means you have to have the attitude. That's a big thing, man. Because people don't talk to you if they think you funky, attitude, raggedy, and all that. And you just got to go, and then you can't expect anything back, man. You got to go with love, man. And so when you go in and you talk to people, man, because like over the course of time, I know every single one of my musical heroes now, and I call them friends. When I was in the hospital with COVID, all of them cashed out me. You know what I'm saying? From around the world.
Nice.
Yeah, from around the world. And so all you cats out there with a dream, man, first of all, when it comes to dream, the number one thing is fear. Don't let fear be the dream killer. Don't let your friends be the dream killer.
Because they'll do it.
Hey, and your family.
They'll try.
Hey, Melvin,
and they'll
you got
try.
to learn how to say no.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know how to say no.
Yeah.
So if you got a dream or you have a direction, even if you don't have a direction, because I didn't have a direction, but even if you just had an inkling of a thought, a flame, and taking the first step is the hardest step to take, but you gotta jump. And if you hit the rocks hard and you bust your head down to the white meat, you got to do one of these numbers, and then you got to jump again. Because I don't know anybody that's super successful or successful that made it on the first trip. Look at all your heroes or the people you look up to. Bill Gates or whoever. Whoever the billionaires are. So yeah. So like with J Ross TV, it's just a passion. It's a love, man. It's a love. It feels a emptiness inside of me that nothing else can replace because it gives me purpose. So
nice.
That's that.
That's that. So we were talking earlier, and I asked the question, "What has J Ross TV done for the community?" And you was like, "I don't do anything for the community," but
well,
so then I had to get you together right quick. So tell the people what I told you to say.
No, she checked me though. Just think about this, y'all. I mean, I don't know about some people. Like I said, I can only speak for myself, and I guess there's other people like me. When you're doing things and you're in the midst of doing it, you don't see the impact. Most times you feel not inferior, but you feel like what you're doing is never enough. It's not enough, to portray what you're trying to give, to the community. My thing is music, highlighting musicians and stuff like that. So when people say, "Hey, J Ross, man, you're doing great things," and Melvin always on me, "Man, you're doing great. You bringing the community together." I don't really see it like that. So she checked me today hard.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
That ain't nothing new though.
I took much delight in checking you. No,
so yeah, so like when you in the midst of it's like you, Melvin, when you doing what you're doing, you doing it, you in the midst of it, but you don't know what your customers think, your clients think. You just in the middle of it. You love doing it, so you just putting everything you got into it. So if I come up to you and say, "Hey, Melvin, girl, you doing some wonderful things in the community and all," you're gonna be like, "Yeah, I know." No, but some people be like, they don't see it, and that's just me. I don't see it. You know, I go to the concerts, I film, I highlight people. I try to show everybody love. I have no respect to person. I don't care if you, you know, whoever your favorite artist is, you know, from Fantasia, U2, or Taylor Swift. They ain't no better to me than Melba and Two and all my friends right around here that we run to the restaurant with. They know better because people just people to me. So yeah, so I don't see the impact. You know, I got a call yesterday, Melba, from the radio station. They wanted me to send them 4 singers for a Christmas program, you know, that they want to air this coming Sunday. And I was like, man, you know, you think about it, you're like, what 4 can you send? But then if you send the 4, what about the 400? That's gonna say you didn't send me.
Yeah. And it's,
you know what I'm saying?
always that, isn't it though? How do you manage that? Because you do know so many people. How do you first of all, the king of having a +1. So how do you keep the people from you ain't invite me, you ain't call me? I thought we were friends. I thought this, I thought that. You can't be everywhere at one time. How do you handle people like me that fuss at you and expect you to be perfect for them all the time? And how do you determine, you know, what you can and can't do? How do you say
first
no?
of all, it's most of the time it's a +2. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't want to call any names, but you know, well, I guess I will. My second camera girl is Tasha, so she always got a spot because sometimes I get tired of her not feeling well. She'll film for me, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get a +12, you know. And what I do is I just put it on Facebook. You know, I got 12 extra passes. First 12 that text me, we good. You know, so it's hard. You know, people call me all the time. You know, hey man, you didn't pick me. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. But a lot of times I'll tell them you didn't pick me.
That.
Yeah, when you had something, you didn't call me. You know, you got to give to get. You know, so yeah. And then I'm real good at saying no, and I'm real good at not letting stuff just dwell inside of me. You know, I don't believe in holding grudges. You know, if I offend somebody, you know, I call them and tell them, hey man, I apologize. You know, for whatever reason. And if people can't accept it, you know, just move on because I'm the king of deletion too. You know, I ask God to deliver me from that. You know, I'm the king of purge.
You got a purging spirit on you.
Yeah. But my thing is this, though, you know, God has given me the ability to just purge people. You know, if I think you're not good for not so much me, but if you're not good for the community or the world, you know, I just get rid of you. I don't want any more negativity in my life, you know, especially with the COVID thing. You know, when I thought I was gonna die, you know, I was sitting there laying there actually butt naked because they stripped you down. The nurse was like, strip down. I was like, all right, she's not stripped down. I was like, oh no, not in front of no woman, you know. So yeah.
Where's my beat button? We supposed to be?
Girl, I ain't even say nothing out of turn. I know it's a family friendly show, but you know the stories.
But no, keep going. We need to hear this. But because it does, I mean, I'm sure that was a life-changing thing to show up at the hospital, and then they told you basically, tell everybody, Ty.
Man, I rode to the hospital on my own, y'all. Didn't even know I had COVID, but I had a slight cough, and I was like, okay, let me just go get it checked out. That was on a Saturday morning. I roll up to the hospital, and you know, it was like Fort Knox up there, you know, and then they was like, hey, come on in. You know, they take you in, they run some tests. And put me in the ICU, and the doctor came in with my phone and said, hey, man, who you want us to call for your last rites? And I was like, dude, I ain't coming here for that. You know, I said, I said, I came here for the Bud Light. You know, I was just messing with him. I was like, I didn't come in here to die. They was like, no, seriously, man, who do you want us to call for your last rites? I was like, well, I said, better call Pastor King. Because, you know, he the one going to bury me when I do croak. You know, so I was like, okay. And I called my son, let him know what was going on. And I told him to call my buddy Two and my best friend Mike, you know, because we had already set up things like if one of us died or something, you know, just out of the blue to help each other's family on what to do. We had instructions on what to do, you know, because Two was like, well, you know, James gonna come live with us, you know, and my friend Wimp in California was like, no, he gonna come out here. You know, we already got it set up, but praise God, it didn't happen. But anyway, I went in, they did the test, told me I had COVID. And after I made my calls, what I had to do was They said we're gonna put you in a coma for 5 days. And I'm like, man, a coma. You know, I was like, do you dream in a coma? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting up
Do
there on
you?
the, I don't. Well, I had a dream. I had a dream. Melv, hey, I'm laying in the bed, right, and it's like
Uh-huh.
like people say they have an out of body experience.
Uh-huh.
It's like my body was on the ceiling, looking down at me on the hospital gurney in the ICU, right, and
Uh-huh.
my hands were chained to the gurney, and I looked to my, let me see, I looked to my left, and Satan was there, and what I deemed to be Satan.
Uh-huh.
And he just grinning at me like cheesing like a fish, you know, like I got you. I
Mm-mm.
looked over others on the right hand. It was Jesus. He was eating Cheetos. No lie. He was eating Cheetos. That's
I'm
my
so
dream.
mad. What did they give you?
I'm just telling you. Hey y'all. I'm just telling y'all the truth. So
We here for it. This is
so
my
I'm on
second
the
set of
gurney.
tickets tonight. I bought them.
So I look over at Satan again. He turned over and he just starts smiling. And I remember raising him out the bed and I said, God, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? Then I turned around, looked at Jesus, and I said, Jesus, is that all you're gonna do? And he started eating the Cheetos, and he said, yeah, the deceiver, the evil one cannot win. And that's when I figured, well, I kind of knew a calm came over me that I wasn't gonna die. So
Wow.
I started thinking, victory is mine. Victory,
Sing, J. Ross.
victory today is mine. And by the time I
Your
got out of
voice.
the ICU, though, because like when I woke up, I was supposed to do 5 days in a coma. I did 7. But when I woke up, I stayed in the ICU another 2 days. But I got real cool with all my nurses, right? You know, because I was just acting crazy being me. So when I would wake up, they were like, "Hey, James, what we singing today?" And I would just say, "Dirty Diana." You know, I would make up anything, you know. And shout out to my boy Fred Hammond, y'all. We start singing Bread of Life, the Redeemer. And
I'm gonna let
it
you
was
mess
all,
them words up. I am because it was your experience. I'm gonna let you mess the words up. But
yeah,
so,
you know I can't sing.
but you
So
know what is powerful about that? Because we laugh, but the idea of him eating Cheetos was as if to say, "What are you worried about? I'm not worried. I'm so
right,
calm.
he
Listen,
was calm.
I'm eating
He was,
Cheetos."
and I said, "Is that all you're gonna do?" He said, "Yes." The deceiver, the evil one, cannot win. And I remember it was so plain and day,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and that was it for me. I was good. But it was so funny too when I finally left ICU, they take you up to recovery. I had to do 5 days or 4 days in recovery. So as my nurses rolling me out, they start singing all the single ladies, all the single
Oh.
ladies. Hey, and it had got so cool, y'all. And shout out to my nurses, man. They was off the chain. And they was like, "Hey, James, when you get well, we all gonna go salsa dancing." And I was like, "I'm down with that." So I go up to a recovery, but I couldn't walk because my legs were gone. I only lost. People say they lose their taste and stuff for days. I lost mine for a few hours, and I couldn't
Okay.
smell nothing, couldn't taste nothing. Plus, that hospital food sucked, you know. So we get up to the recovery room, right? And I couldn't walk. I had a bunch of nurses. All of them was cool. One of them was a Jehovah Witness though, so she was on me, boy. I was like, oh, I ain't missing that one. And but my favorite nurse, Carl, she would have looked out for me. She came and told me one night, she said, James, they're not gonna let you leave if you can't walk and if you can't breathe on your own. And I was like, I got to get out of here, you know. And so 4:30 in the morning, every morning, she would come in my room and we would do if it isn't love, why do I feel this way? And she would get me up so I can move, you know. And then we did You're Just Another Part of Me by Michael Jackson. So she make me kick my legs. So finally I could make it to the bathroom and back, got to walking. And then my air was so low, she was like, dude, you gotta do something about it. Start sleeping on your stomach, which I did. Got my oxygen back and they finally let me up out that joint. Boy, y'all should have saw me burning rubber up out of that.
Yeah, and then you was right back filming right after that. Pray for him, saints. Pray for him. So this is what I want to ask you. We
Hey,
are our town hall theme this month is the community making our health our greatest asset. I know you have used, and you are representing our social aspect, and really the importance of just working with others to promote your health or better health. One of
Right.
the things I love about you is you don't just promote musicians, but you were promoting. I know a young lady that was giving you more healthy options.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so things like that. So are you still eating those types of things? And we still notice that you're slim. In comparison post COVID.
Oh, Kobe, baby. Hey, be dropping it like a
And you
house. Guess
like,
what? Be
but
making the
you
pop, Melvin.
walk. So every time we go to lunch, he leaves me and walk. You walk. Like, tell the people the importance of maintaining even after that. And what are you doing now to make that a priority, even wearing your mask with the public? Help us. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Well, what had happened was, and the doctor kind of made mention of it. He said, "Well, it helped save my life was I had lost 41 pounds.
Right.
I had started walking with my friend Laker. She's a dietitian, and she's also the lead singer here in St. Louis for a band called We Are Root Mod. That's a shout out, y'all. And so she would help me get my weight together. And so we would walk do the 3 miles every day at the park. And matter of fact, and I started coughing. That's who I was with. But it wasn't
Mhm.
like it wasn't a hard cough. It was just like
Like a dry cough.
yeah, but it was
Uh-huh.
constant,
Mm.
And so did that, went in, got out, and I just wanted to try to keep my weight down. So I just started walking, started at the 3 miles. I'm up to 5 now, but it was boring. So I invited others to walk with me, and in doing so, we would talk about different things. So I would just start putting on social media about anybody that wanted to walk. You're more than welcome to come and walk, and people joined in. So that became a pretty cool thing. I'm still eating pretty good. I'll sneak sometimes and grab me a number one at White Castle, with a large orange with no ice. But it's not like it used to be. I used to do it every
Mhm.
day. Drinking those big gulps of Pepsi from Quick Trip. So yeah, I'm
Mm.
just trying to maintain and trying to live. Just trying to live and,
Mhm.
and be around as long as possible and just praise God for Him allowing me to be a service to our community here in St. Louis. So I'm just good, Mel. Everything. I mean, even if it's something was bad, and my life is not perfect, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I have problems just like everybody else, but I just choose to be happy in them. You
Yeah.
know, straight up,
Yeah.
man. Because everybody, I don't know what your problems are. Like somebody might be fainting because of the electric bill. The
Mhm.
gas bill, mortgage might be late. Like here in St. Louis and probably all over the world, from the cats that call me, ain't nobody making any money because of COVID in the music
Mhm.
industry. So,
Mhm.
I get it, man, but man, I just refuse to die from worry. You know,
Mhm.
like before you hit me up, I'm listening to Cedric Shannon Reeves' song "Free from Worry."
You already know all of my days are in your
All
hands.
of my days are in your hands, oh Lord. So, Mel, I just choose.
I
I'm just
love
choosing to
it.
be happy, and I want people around me to be happy. I want them to be positive. Even though bad things do happen, let it hit you, but then
Yeah.
don't dwell in it though. For some reason, people like to dwell in a misfortune. I don't get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, well, my
Yeah.
dog got hit.
Yeah.
Oh man, I lost my lunch money and all that. And that's cool. I've been through all
Yeah.
that, man. But you got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, get back on your path. Man, your journey, nobody knows where their journey gonna end. But you got to make your journey the best possible journey possible. You stop and smell the roses. You
Yeah.
know, get you on the
Yeah.
path, man. God got you on a path. We don't know what your
Yeah.
path is. You know,
Yeah.
I thought I'd be super, super rich by now. Living in the Mediterranean on my yacht, bunch of strippers running around. That's old school thought, y'all.
That's all too. He has
That wasn't the
changed
save, J.
me.
Ross. Hey, Melvin, that wasn't the Gateway Area Bible Apostolic Church. That wasn't not.
Listen.
That was free
That
that.
is no reflection of.
Right. No, no. But think about it though, Melvin, even with you. I
Yeah.
bet I bet you at some point in your life you thought about a different path than you on
Oh,
now.
absolutely,
Right.
absolutely,
And we all do.
absolutely.
But whatever
Yeah.
whatever we land, wherever we land, and God put us in a position to do the work. And that's all I'm
Yeah.
doing. J Ross TV is doing the work because people think it's really about the music, and it was at first, but it's really about God. Because everything
Yeah.
I post is gonna have something godly involved in it.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
what can I
Well,
say?
I've seen the growth. I love it. I love you, J. Ross. This has been a wonderful conversation. I already told you I wasn't gonna hold you long. So I
Thank
don't
you.
want you to complain next time I ask you to do it by
You
saying the
ain't
last
lying.
time.
Shoot. Yeah, it's already 25 minutes. I got people in the studio. I got
Right,
folks
he
in my town. I got to get to the airport. Hey, man, hey, wait, we doing lunch tomorrow or what?
Listen, I'm off. Let's do it.
You off tomorrow?
Let's
Let me
do it. We
see.
have to find somewhere. It's cold, J. Ross, so you're gonna have to call me. We're gonna have to figure out
Yeah,
where we can go, where we
we can go
can
back 3 days and go inside. We going
oh nice.
stag though. We
Nice.
going
We go
stag. My money shorter than a midget in
you ain't got-
quicksand.
we're not spending Google money tonight. Well, I mean
Oh no,
tomorrow.
Google.
That'll work.
Let me say something real quick about that, y'all. Hey,
Yes.
my dream and my goal changed into something that it shouldn't have did in my mind, because I didn't know posting the videos was gonna do what it did, which opened Google eyes up to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
can sell advertisement from the videos to manufacturers all over the world, from different bands, and then like Berkeley School of Music, they use some of my videos. HBC University use my videos because I recorded all the jazz greats that died. You know,
Nice.
but what I'm saying is this: the direction I was on and the path I saw in my head, God changed that joint.
Yeah.
He took me another direction. I'm still in the
Yeah.
I'm still on the journey, but he changed the path slightly. So when she mentioned about cashing the Google checks, what she's saying is Google pays me. So
Yes, they do.
I get my Google check, and what I do is I always put on Facebook, I'm gonna treat the first 5 or the first 10 people to lunch. You know what I'm saying? When I get my Google check, just trying my best to be a blessing in some kind of way. You know, I wish I can buy everybody some, but God ain't got me on that path yet. But when he do drop them millions, though, Belva, I'm gonna get that blue
Listen, we're gonna be
Lamborghini.
there. We're gonna be there. But guess what?
Girl,
For the record, look, as they would say, let the record show.
that's up.
We would
We
go on
gonna
to
be
lunch
driving.
on one of your Google checks, and because I was late, I still treated.
Hey,
So
we're gonna be driving backwards down Highway 40 in the Lamborghini, girl, saying West Side.
you already know I'm with you. No.
Hey,
You gonna get me in
but straight
trouble,
up,
J. Ross.
lunch tomorrow. Lunch tomorrow. We're gonna hit
No,
lunch
call me.
tomorrow.
Call me.
All right.
Call
What
me.
else? Anything else?
Look, nope, that's it. Love you, man. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget, tune in this Saturday from 10 to 12, where we will be discussing the community and making our health our greatest asset. Again, if you heard something today you like and share the show. Like and share the show. I should have said it at the beginning, but you still have time. Like
Well,
and share the show. Thank you,
here go my
J.
drop,
Ross. What's
y'all.
up?
Here go my
Look at this.
drop. Hi, y'all. This is James Ross of J Ross TV, and I love Melva and the finance.
No, you gotta wait till we press record.
I got to do a drop.
Remember that. Remember that. I need to drop. Thank
Girl, I
you.
got you. I got you. All right, y'all. I'm
Yes,
gonna let y'all
I love
bounce.
you, man. Thank
Love
you,
you. I'll see you tomorrow.
everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye
See
bye.
ya.
Make sure you get me off here before I start cursing, man.
You already know. I'm trying.